from Brant, who sent us an email describing what happened to him. What is today? Monday. Sunday, last night. Was in the mood for something sweet. I decided to go to the store to get some brownies. On my way, I saw a man who looked like a bum. He wasn't even wearing a shirt. He had a tattoo of a naked woman on his chest, and he was wearing a gold cross. Well, that's, yeah. He approached me and asked if I could spare some change. I told him I didn't carry change, but I would give him $5 if he would promise me that he wouldn't buy drugs or beer with it. And probably not a good time for a lecture, but that's not the best thing to do because they probably do anyway. He promised, so I gave him the money and off I went. I told him I gave him the money because God told me it's good to give to those in need. He said, thank you. Got to the store, found my brownies, went to the checkout line. While standing in the checkout line, I could hear the man talking, rather yelling, with a group of guys outside. I could hear that these men were swearing at him. Okay, his name is Leroy. So the guys are swearing at Leroy. I heard Leroy shout, don't spit on me. I placed my brownies on the checkout and began to walk outside to see what was going on. As I was about 20 feet from the door, I heard Leroy scream at the top of his lungs, then again. I ran out the door, but suddenly Leroy was running inside the store. We met just inside the entrance. He had blood all over his face and hands. He had been stabbed at least twice, in the stomach and in the chest. I yelled at the store clerk to call the police. Leroy was spilling out blood all over the place. I knew the cops wouldn't make it on time, so I summoned up my courage and I said to him, Leroy, if you want to go to heaven, you've got to come check out my church. It's awesome. The pastor is hilarious. The band is great. They give away free coffee and the worship service isn't too long. Plus, after church, we all go out for brunch. I'll do my best to keep up the bit here. Leroy looked a bit puzzled, and he said, I'm dying. I don't think I'll be able to come to your church. Ah, that's right. Okay. Inside, I said, fear not. I know how to share the love of God. I've heard my pastor many times I can do this. So I said, Leroy, do you feel like you've got a God-shaped hole in your heart? Do you just ever feel like things aren't going that well for you? Like you'd like more money or success or better relationships in your life? Do you feel like your job isn't fulfilling to you or that you're lonely and you need a buddy? He didn't respond, so I just continued. I knew how to tell someone about the love of Jesus because I heard it at church. Leroy, Jesus loves you and he has a wonderful plan for your life. Don't you know that God is your friend and he wants you to go to heaven? All you have to do is accept Jesus into your heart and just pray this prayer.